There is one word called consciousness. There is something in human being which is extraordinary gift of nature to us. Feelings. The proof of some consciousness within us is our feelings, emotions, thinking, and this life inside us where everything is happening. Consciousness is like one particular type of power within us. This power need to be programmed, need to be trained. If you are not going to program, it is going to get influenced by each and every incidence is happening outside us. If this power is very strong inside you, then it starts influencing each and everything outside you. Again repeating, if this power inside you of consciousness, chetana, chitta, if it is weak, then everything from outside world starts affecting this consciousness. So I'm starting from here. There is something, if I talk the same thing trying to explain in a more simple manner, there is something within us. There is a reason for this life. And if this is weak, it gets influence, it gets reactions because of external world. And if it is strong, it influences external world. Now, for example, there are two types of approaches, two types of human beings. One, take example that somebody's wife shouts. She is upset, she shouts. One smile and think something has gone wrong to my wife. And another thinks, another gets pain and therefore start thinking in the pain that the person doesn't love me and want to do something wrong to me. Understand? Same incidents, shouting of the wife, for one it's a nothing, for one it's a big pain. Here consciousness is weak and in first case consciousness is very strong. Another example, if somebody is coming to fight, the person whose consciousness is strong, this person, see, he prepares. He says that there is no reason to fight, but if he comes, I will try to explain. If not, then I will fight back also. Or this person go and before the person comes, he go and he fights and he corrects it. He says, talk to me, what is the problem? He is not waiting with fear. He go and he is defensive offense. He goes and takes action. But the person who has a weak consciousness, this person gets nervous, gets sweating and call this person, that person, and when problem comes, he shouts or become angry or runs away. Weak consciousness. You see, in everything what's happening, physical signs are coming. Heartbeat increasing, sweating happens, there is a tremor happens, because nervous system and hormones are disturbed when there is a weak consciousness, and nervous system and hormones are strong when there is very good consciousness. Understand now? So there is a influence of body also. Now, let's take third example. If loss is going to happen in business, what will happen? That is, strong consciousness person will say, if loss is happening, I will try to fight back. I'll put up efforts and become good. Whereas weak consciousness become panic, become upset, become restless, and blocks his brain and gets heart palpitation and constipation and so many problems. I'm giving one more example. If you love someone and you are missing the person very much, or your people, your close people are not doing as you want it. If you have a strong consciousness, they just accept this situation when they can't do anything, when you can do nothing. But this weak consciousness, they become so upset and so crazy that they start crying, they become angry, they start thinking negative about that person. Sunlight, brightness or darkness, sadness or happiness. Everything goes in two. So you have a choice whether you want to stand on dark side, painful side, where your consciousness is weak, or you want to stand on a strong side when your consciousness is strong. How to make this consciousness strong? Now comes a question. For that, Ayurveda has done a very good work, because Ayu word itself means consciousness. It's a Chetana. When you try to study about your consciousness, that is Ayurveda. And here we work on your consciousness from body to soul, body to mind, not from soul to body. We work from grassroots level, from physical level. If your physical body is not in a good condition, you cannot satisfy your mental body, your soul. It is not possible. So if we want to try to do good to our consciousness, first thing what we have to do is we have to keep our physical body in good condition. For that, first thing what we do, we try to remove all extra toxins from our body. It is maybe in the form of in your skin, from your blood, from your muscles, means mamsa, meda, means from your fat, then from your bones. So we try to clean the system. Once when physical body remove all the toxins, then we try to charge our mental body with the help of mantras and meditation. What is the easiest way to remove toxins from physical body? And that is fasting. When you stop accumulation of toxins in your body, body gets, naturally body has tendency to clean itself. Also need, but sometimes when physical cleaning not possible by fasting, then we can do it by flushing out therapies like Virechana, as you have taken, like Vamana, vomiting treatment, or like taking enemas. Same time, yoga also can contribute a lot, because once when your body is in confidence, yoga gives you result what I can tell you. Your confidence increases. Your consciousness becomes strong. If you do Surya Namaskara, best benefit you get is your body becomes more confident about you. But whenever you have to do Surya Namaskara, you have to involve in it. Okay? Thank you so much.